once again, another author that doesn't have a author's page on the wiki. Account 1177. I'm pretty sure I is there a way author account 1177 is? Let's see what happens if I give that in. Has a total of 6 pages. The latest pages, but it doesn't show me anything else. Well, account 1177 wrote Mourning the world. As in like to mourn, not as in like good morning. To mourn the world, mourning the world. Another nicely normal length one. I think we're safe now from the big boys. I think we'll be able to do this. It's midnight on my side now. I think like if the last one is nice and short, then we might get this stream done in half an hour. Of the class Euclid, special containment procedures outposts 93-A, -B, and -C have been constructed within the Antarctic, directly beneath SCP-2198's original site of manifestation. The area, however, unlike the formation of future instances of SCP-2198-R, is to be continuously monitored both terrestrially from said outpost and aerially via geosynchronous satellite. Limited samples of both lacrimal fluid and saliva manifested via SCP-2198 have been collected and amassed at storage site 109 within separate containment vats. SCP-2198 as unintentionally photographed by photographer on 2007. SCP-2198 visible on the left has undergone predominating dissipation. Visible on the left. This looks like it's just like a beach. But okay, let's see what this all is about. SCP-2198 description. SCP-2198 collectively designates several nimbostratus clouds observed to form directly above the Antarctic Circle. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. And limited areas of China, India, the USA, the UK, Russia, Japan, and South Korea between the dates of 2006 and 2007. All instances of SCP-2198 have since dissipated. So is it technically terminated then? It's still considered Euclid. The largest instances of SCP-2198 forming over the majority of the Antarctic Circle was observed to precipitate frozen human lacrimal fluid, collectively known as tears. Oh, the cloud is crying human tears. Okay, it should be of note that the basic shape of this SCP-2198 instance appeared to directly correlate with the shape of the ozone hole above the same area. Secondary instances of SCP-2198 forming above the aforementioned countries were observed to precipitate human saliva at an above average speed of 56 km per hour. Okay, so it cries human tears and it spits human human tears and human spit is what comes out of these clouds. Secondary instances of SCP-2198 did not exceed volume of 200 meters cubed and invariably manifested above factories manufacturing fire extinguishers, air conditioners, solvents, and aerosols. After secondary instances of SCP-2198 had been identified, the factories beneath were thereupon located. Multiple collaborative task forces were selectively nominated to isolate the industrial unit in question, clear as many traces of saliva as possible, and administer Class A to C amnestics accordingly. Similar actions were taken in the Antarctic to collect a limited amount of lacrimal fluid while precipitation from the primary instance of SCP-2198 was still occurring. Collection proved less successful due to the fact that the fluid manifested in the form of minute hailstones, either resulting in total pulverization upon impact against ice or general loss to the masses of snow within the surrounding area. Yes, you did. You missed that. You also missed a shop owner that has a whole bunch of like every item is an anomaly, basically. What else did you miss? Deep mode, yeah, shop class, Sounds of Nation. That's it. That's the ones you missed, I believe, because you came back after Fluff, right? So, yeah, deep mode, shop class. Now we're at Mourning the World. It's the clouds mourning, cause like of course, because mourning is to cry, and now the clouds are crying human tears. It makes sense. I get it. And NASA has confirmed the presence of DNA from over individuals within the stored saliva and the criminal fluid samples. DNA fingerprint data shows that approximately 97% of individuals identified in this way are deceased, with existing post-mortem documentation either confirming or indicating that cause of death for 92% of these individuals was fatal self-infliction on the date of 2007. The total number of individuals identifiable from the samples cannot be ascertained due to the aforementioned partial losses of both samples. An additional 2% have been confirmed missing. The remaining 1% have been identified and located, but the majority of individuals have not been approached. See addendum. The following is a transcribed interview with the first living individual identified from collected samples. Interviewer, senior researcher H. Hamlin, and interviewee. Okay. Are you familiar with this? Researcher Hamlin produced a diagrammatical representation of SCP-2198's primary cloud, detailing the shape of the cloud and spread across the Antarctic. It's a picture showing the hole in the ozone layer. That's all I can see. Are you familiar with any of the following? Redacted. Industrial complex, redacted. Squareworks, transcript, redacted for brevity. No, I'm not familiar with any of those names at all. Do you have a vested interest in or any specialized knowledge pertaining to ozone depletion, the Antarctic, or the manufacture of items containing chlorofluorocarbons, hydrofluorocarbons, or halons? No, not at all. I told you I'm redacted. That's not my line of work. Have you ever participated in any clinical trials, or donated blood, platelets, bone marrow, sperm, or organs to any party that did not wholly specify the reasons as to why you would be doing so? No. Have you recently been asked to purposely cry or celebrate for any purpose other than the norm? No. Do you spit or cry on a regular basis? No, of course not. Kind of unrelated, but I can't believe we already at 2,219. 1,950s felt so early ago. Yeah, you know. But did you only join me at the 1,950s? Weren't you here like a little bit like before that already? Document interview 93551 revised continuation is a classified document. Continue. Yes, we shall continue. Opening statement. A combination of automated voice risk analysis, eye tracking analysis, and accurate spectroscopic imagery produced by an instance of safe anomalous item concluded to be lying predominantly in answer to research Hamlin's first, second, third, and fifth question. I think I started watching at the 1,940s, actually. If I recall correctly, I thought you and Nuke kind of like started watching me around the same time. And Nuke's first one was the 1,800. I don't think you joined 140 SCPs later. Because I recall you and Nuke having a couple of conversations early on when she joined. Or I might just be fully wrong, but I feel like you joined a lot earlier than that. Opening statement. A combination of automated voice risk analysis. I already read that. You're lying. What? Why are you lying? I'm not lying to you. Why would I ever lie to you? what was it? Statistics Corporation, Penrose, statistics company. See, why would I lie to a statistics company? Mr. Hamlin details the purpose of the SCP Foundation, explaining that DNA had been lifted from one of the Foundation's most recent discovered anomalies. Research Hamlin assures that the priority of his investigation is to determine the status of the individuals identified from the DNA samples. Remains silent for approximately 10 seconds. Yeah, I remember the 1959 is Jerry theory. Yeah. No, that I do believe you were there, but again, I do feel like you were. You know what? There's an easy way for me to find out. I just go to. Let me just click on. Let's just say 70s. The 1870s, right? The very first one here. And let's just see if your name pops up. Nuke was there, okay. Alright. The problem with like my early readings is that I can barely tell when you guys talk to me. But yeah, no, like maybe you're right, dude. Maybe you joined in a lot later, and I just always thought you were in much earlier than that. That's Howard. Oh well. Damn. Okay, let's go. Let's continue. I couldn't bring myself to do it. What could you bring yourself to do? There was a there was a subdivision after subdivision after subdivision, and I joined one of them to help organize an exodus. It was an exodus, okay? A spiritual exodus. Could you elaborate, please? There's nothing much else to do it. It was called Green Flight. It had other names, but Green Flight was the favorite. There were around members, and I was one of them. What do you know about the image I showed you? The clouds were a calling cover when everyone was supposed to leave. A final fuck you. I don't know how it was done or who was behind it, but it was done. Can you confirm that this exodus happened on 2007? Individuals committed suicide on that day, all of whom were identified from DNA in the precipitation from the cloud. That's when we all... yes, that's correct. Why didn't you leave along with the others? There's just something wrong with me, I suppose. I don't care enough about the human race, clearly. Was the exodus successful? Oh, God knows. Ask the ones who took their own lives. End log. Closing statement. Was subsequently administered Class B amnestics and released. Public documents pertaining to Green Flight do not exist. Contact with the remaining living individuals with the interest of ascertain the methods creating SCP-2198 is pending approval. Investigations regarding Green Flight and its origin have been discontinued. I love how like everybody basically died and became part of the clouds, and now like you know the clouds are like crying and spitting on people, and the Foundation researchers like, why didn't you kill yourself? And he's like, I guess there's something wrong with me. I'm like, that's not the answer I expected you to say to that. Like, I guess there's something wrong with me. To like, why are you still alive? It's like, what? Why would you say that? No, actually. There we go. Okay, we're reaching the last one.